Good morning, my little sparklers. How are you? Welcome to Elisa Maria Designs. I am Elisa Maria, and I am so happy to be back at my desk. I was happy to get away, but I'm happy to be back. So what do I have going on here today? I'm getting rid of a lot of stuff off my desk, so just give me a sec. Just wanted to get started. You guys. Just being away for a couple of days. Oh my, so much to tell you. Here we go. First off, the Chaos shirt is on. I love this shirt. It's my husband's old band, but when you see Chaos on, you know that it is a confetti chaos day when I have my Chaos shirt on. I went on a little shopping spree and I actually bought t-shirts that correspond with my diamond paintings. So be on the lookout for that. And I've taken so many pictures over the past few days. I had to take my camera coffee mug out. First up, before I left on Sunday, I got a package from TEMU. Now, this is a second pen that I'm getting from them. Where's my first pen that I love? Here's the, no, that's not it. Well, let's take these out anyway, because you know I'm going to use, I use 10,000 pens when I'm diamond painting. It's just the way that it is. This pen I got from TEMU. Yeah, TEMU, right. That's a cute little pen, right? It's really pretty. I love it. Look at the little striations in there. Nothing too elaborate. I love it. It's a great pen. It's easy. It's light. I like the way it feels in my hand. So much so that I went back for another one. I got a purple one to go with violet. And these are like $7.99, maybe even cheaper. So I'm opening this now with you guys. This is what's inside. I should keep all my diamond pens in here. I'm always looking for them. A cute little purple trays. Will I use them? I don't know. You get a case of multi-placer attachments. This is a 6. They're marked. This is a 3. Love these because they're not too heavy but nice. Is it ergonomically? Ergonomically correct so that you can see when you're diamond painting. You can see where you're painting. Which one's going to be an easy one to pull off? Here we go. See? You could see where you're diamond painting. I'm not crazy about these. I don't use them. Let's put my Diamond Art Club multi-placer back on. And I already have 2 attachments on here to try. This is a 9, and then this is the cone shape that I like. Just like the one that you get from Dreamer Designs, but this is metal. And when I'm using a round, I kind of like this tip because it hugs the diamond drill. I think I tried to pick these up with water. I don't know what happened, but look how pretty the purple pen is. So here's the pen. Cute, right? I mean, for like $8, $7, $8. There you go. Really cute. So I put my little cone tip on that came in here, and I put the 9 placer. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you get these little rubber tips. If it doesn't fit your pen, you can put these little rubber tips on the end. They have a few on there. They're replacement tips. I just use washi tape. I never take these out, but it's there. So what did I say? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 6 tips. Nice little container, little attachments, a mat. Now I'm curious because this is the same plastic, and this is Tip Tuesday. This is the same plastic that I think is on the diamond painting, on the wax. Yep. So you can actually, there you go. You can just take the top part off, place it on your canvas, because this does not stick. Because remember, I showed you guys this little tip. If you are a wax girl and you just don't, or boy, girl or boy, if you are a if you like your wax but you're like, oh, I hate taking it in and out, filling it up, you have 2 sheets of plastic on there. You could just peel your top one off, put it right on your canvas. Put it right on your canvas. See that? It's not going to stick. Doesn't stick to the canvas. So you could just keep filling your pen up. When you need it, it's right there for you. I'm all about saving seconds. That's probably the biggest tips that you'll find from me is saving time. I'm a time saver. I'm the keeper of the time. And yet I'm running around like the what was it? Not the Mad Hatter, the Little Rabbit. I'm late. I'm always late. So let's peel this off of here. Make sure you get your plastic. My plastic is on there. My plastic is on there, but see, it comes right off. There you go. So leave the back on, and then you could put this on your, you could put this on your canvas. And then if you're wary about, you know, cats, kids, or whatever, when you're diamond painting, you have your little, it's not going to move. See? There you go. We're starting Tip Tuesday out on a good one, I think. Tuesday, 2 for Tuesday, I'm going to call it too. 2 for Tuesday, here's Tuesday's tip that the members got already. You'll get it after I get done filming this. It is what to do. We love our putty, don't we, girls and guys? Don't we love them? We love our putty, but I hate when I get putty stuck to my canvas. It makes me wild. I hate it, I hate it, I hate it. And then when you try and get it off, it just smears all over. And then even if it's a little bit of putty, you can't see the symbol. Drives me nuts. Okay, so let's get cracking with today, because I have missed this girl. I miss her. I'm only taking her out once a week, but I will be diamond painting more of her today. Definitely. This is my Beauty and Violet, and she needs to be turned around. If you don't know what confetti to chaos to calm is, and I'm going to put up, because you know, I just don't do these tutorials. I teach. I've always been a teacher, yoga teacher, and art teacher, and now I'm going to be a diamond painting teacher. And I love it because I love to teach. If you don't know what chaos to calm is, I'm going to put up some of my, I think I found one painting that I did that would really give you an idea where this idea came from, and everything is kind of, you know, moving together because I'm reading Big Magic on Sunday, which is about creativity and inspiration and where ideas come from. And so like this whole week is just kind of like, it's just kind of melting together. So I think I found one of my paintings that I did when I was in Fleischer's art school that was just, we could only have used 2 colors. We could have only used black and white. And I think I painted 3 vases that were on the table, and it was a way for us to learn light and shade. And that is where this came. Oh, look at that. This piece is already done. Oh, surprise for me. Okay. Let me cut that off. I think I'd rather do this one. It's closer to me. And I think that there's a little bit more variation in here. So yeah, I'm reiterating a lot of what some of my members and subscribers know already about this process. But in case you're new here, how I turn confetti chaos for my brain. When I look at confetti, it's just like, ugh, you know, I get very overwhelmed. I get very stressed. I get very nervous. I don't know where to start. I just can't start anywhere. I just can't start with like, oh my God, let me do all the black. Like, let's just say. What I do is I look for my shaded areas, and a way for you to find your shaded areas is your darker shades. The symbols are printed in white. Your lighter shades, the symbols are printed in black. So here's a light area right here. These dark symbols here. So I'm not going to have to worry about these guys because they're nothing like these guys. But there's a lot of these guys, right? There's a lot of shade. So when I look at what is the darkest color of shading, it of course is the black. And so that is where we're going to start. Now, had this been reversed and this was a big light area, I would do the same thing. I would look for these islands. It's like islands and ocean. So the dark black is going to be the island. And everything surrounding the island, it's almost like a peninsula, right? 3 parts water, is going to be where my ocean is. So it would help if I had drills out, wouldn't it? Let me get my drill case. Beauty in Violet is such a beautiful, beautiful palette. It's a lot of grays, which I like, but there's these minty greens here that you see in the corner, and these pops of like purple and fuchsia, really pretty. Now my painting is upside down, so I am going to turn my case upside down. I'm dyslexic and I have enough of a problem. I'm mildly dyslexic, but it's enough to cause me some stress when I am diamond painting. And that's the second part of this equation here. Let me put this upside down. So that's the second part of this equation here when it comes to turning my world, which can be chaotic, into something that I can manage. So I'm here. Okay. I did a whole self-care Sunday and didn't realize that I was so into the book and reading the book that I was not in the shot. And I apologize for that, but it was a lot of reading. You really didn't miss anything. I maybe did like maybe a row of like putting diamond drills in, but I know you guys want to see it. But it was such an interesting chapter. Oh my God, loved it. Anyway, so I have my case. You can't see it, it's out of view, but it's upside down. So another way for me to kind of calm the chaos is to pull the diamonds that I'm going to use. So I am using the circles, which are black. I am using the floral shape, which is a black brown. I am using this upside down Y to me, which is a pewter gray. I should actually write these on the back. And I'm using H, which is like a smoky gray. So I will tell you something else about this. These 4 colors of shade have been these are the usual suspects for this canvas. They're for every, I think for practically every chaos, confetti chaos segment that I have done, diamond painting session, it has been the same suspects: black, black brown, pewter gray, and like a smoky gray. Okay, so that should help calm you a little bit of if this is starting to make sense. Please comment below if you like this. So I have one of my microfiber rags. I get these from TEMU too. They're like a package of 20 for, I don't know why. You can actually use them on your Swiffer. And I have some alcohol here, and I'm going to just wet the tip here. I have my purple trays. You get 4 of these and 6 of these from Art Dot. I'll link them for you. I have my washi tape inside. So pretty, right? But washi tape is non-porous and it collects static. That's why your drills don't, they don't stick together. You know, when you have a diamond painting tray and your drills are sticking together and they're causing static and you're like, oh my God, everybody's all clumped together. And I hate putting them through those crunchy things. You know, I used to own a restaurant for most of my career, and that little thing that you turn your drills in, that's to cut herbs. So like I said, there's some kind of magic happening here where everything is starting to, you know, everything is connected, right? So I am so sorry. This dot is not black. This dot is black brown. How about that? This is Dreamer Designs, and I get confused because I think that the dot is black with Diamond Art Club. This is black brown. So I have my black brown here, and this is my little dot. I have a China marker, and what I do is I mark my tray. And don't stick your fingers in there. But if you do, and you need to pick up your drills, have your fingertip moistener. It's a day full of tips, kids, and you'll be able to pick up anything that, you know, there you go. Oh, that lands on your desk or whatnot just by, don't lick your fingers. I'm not gonna call anybody out, but you know who you are. I'm looking at you and whistling. So I mark my tray. That's my black brown. And then this is my, this I think is cocoa brown. I have to mark these. I do this, but like I've been away from my desk for 2 days. I don't know, I forgot what all my colors are. Anyway, then we have the flower. There's my little flower, boom. My upside down Y. Oh, I know what this is. This is avocado green black. And it does look like an avocado when it goes black. There's my pewter gray. That's the Y. I have to do it the way that I see it here. Okay. And then here is the, I always call it an H, but is it an I? I don't know. It looks like an H on its side. Doesn't look like an I to me, but either way. And that's like a medium gray, like a slate gray. One got away. Here we go. Boom, boom. My fingertip is still moist. Okay, so we're set up. My trays are marked. I know where I'm going. Going to use my new pen, my purple one. I'm going to put some wax in there and maybe some putty in here. Let me see who I'm going to use, and then I'm going to show you the other thing that I bought from TEMU. So I am going to stick with my Dreamer Design putty, my Dreamer Design, I'm sorry, wax. I love their wax. I called it a putty, not entirely by mistake, because their wax to me, Dreamer Design wax to me, is like a wax and a putty. And see, it comes right off. I have my little, I might just leave that over there in the light section because I'm not going to be looking at those drills anyway. So I'm going to leave that there. And I'm going to use, I really, really, really like Diamond Art Club's putty. It seems a little stiff and a little hard when you're holding it in your hand, but let me tell you, it gives really nicely. I do like it. I do like it. Do you need some washi tape? You might need some washi tape. I think you're spinning a little bit. So just, I try and make it as flush as I can. Clean up your edges because we don't want that putty on our canvas. Oh, it makes me wild. It really does make me wild. Okay, so here's my putty. Put you on the side, and then I'm going to get, I always have a straight edge razor. Be careful, don't do what I just did. And I clean up. Nice, clean, flush. Because you know, when you're digging your when you're picking your drills up, you know, if there's extra in there, okay, because all that would be overflow, and when you're picking up your drills, it's just like it's sticking all over the place. And I'm gonna see how sticky my putty is, because I might want to dirty it up if it's, you know, too much. Okay, so I'm gonna leave that there. I don't need my little spoon. Should have used my purple trays. They're so cute. Maybe I'll use them to hold, just to have them in the shot. These are, now I picked out my 4 shade, but these 2 come in last. And it's been like this throughout the entire canvas. Of course, they're the arrows, one pointing to the right, greater than, less than. I don't know, girl math, I don't know which one it is. So boom, put you there. I have my drills out just in case I need them. I have my coffee, gonna take a sip. I'm gonna show you what else I got from TEMU. Came in this cute little, now if you are a follower of mine, you know that I love a glass pen. This came like a little ink jar, and this came with this little, this is not glass, it's plastic, but how sweet is this? I'm gonna load you up also with some fitting on here? No, doesn't fit. Something else I have to put on the side. That's what my little purple thing is going to be for. And let me see, are you moving? You are kind of moving a little bit. That's too much for me. That'll make me insane. So, a piece of washi tape. And I don't wrap it around the base of the pen. Oh, really, I burnish everything down, so I don't wrap it around the base of the pen. What I do instead is I place the sticky side up here. And I squish it in. Oh, that's tight enough. And then I'm just going to take that off. There we go. Oh, it's in there tight. Okay, great. We're ready for some magic. I'm going to bring you in close. I'm going to make sure that you're still in the shot. And here we go. So, I'm not worried about this section again. This is where all the light colors are because they're printed in black. I can leave that there just to dip my wax should I need it. And even this too. You don't want any overflow. I'm going to start with my black, brown, my circle, and I'm going to create my island. Sometimes I move from right to left, sometimes I move up and down. Whatever makes you comfortable. I'm only looking for a circle, and they're never, even if they're spaced out like you see this is, it kind of looks like a constellation. As you come closer together, you'll see that they'll start to. And what I like about this effect too is I'm thinking in terms of a painter. I'm thinking in terms of a brush stroke, and some of those paint would splatter a little bit. So you're an artist. You're a diamond painting artist. You are diamond painting right now. I'm surprised I didn't put my putty in. I didn't even create my line. I'm so eager to start diamond painting that I'm like just jumping right in. It's crazy because I really only didn't diamond paint for like a day and a half. Really, that's it. And you know, I was like, if I take a diamond painting with me on this trip, we're only going to one of our local little boutique hotels here in Philly. And I'm like, if I take this with me, he's gonna have a fit. And now Foofy is tapping my arm. Yes, Mr. Foofy. I love when he comes over and taps my arm, but I hate that you guys don't see it because, you know, I have the camera right on top of the canvas. It's so cute. He just looks, he hangs on my arm. He wants to hang on my arm, his little paws, and he wants to look and see what I'm doing. He knows I'm talking to somebody. He just doesn't know who. Is she talking to me? Is there something I should inspect over there? Let's see how this guy, oh, it's so light. And that's why I also keep these pens, because I switch on and off. I'm like a mad woman. I switch on and off with pens because I don't know. You know, it's nice to have a pen that you're comfortable with. And as a writer, I do have my pens that I am comfortable with. But with diamond painting, I really like this because I love my glass pens when I sketch. With diamond painting, I do switch on and off a lot. I do have a lot of pens out. And I think, I was saying this to Diamond and Doxy, I think that I just have that paint mentality, and that I am, you know, I need different brushes for different things. And usually I pick up my skinny stick pens that come with your kit when the area is getting tight. And so, yeah, that's what I do there. And then I back down again, and I need a three placer here. Oh gosh, I love that putty sound. I love it. I missed it. Nope, I picked up one too many. Here we go. I love that snapping sound. And my putty's doing all right. It's not being too it's not too tacky that my drills are not releasing. Did I speak too soon? Yes, I did. The gods are always listening. So I'm going to dirty this up. I'm just going to take my shirt sleeve and just get a little dirty. That's all. Just break down that stickiness a little bit. There you go. Problem solved. Go back to my glass pen. I've been trying to practice my patchwork where you move like on a diagonal. It's so pretty too when you have like a big piece of color blocking and you can move on the diagonal, and then you go back and you fill in this grid with all the colors and they kind of crunch in. So you have the popping with the putty and then you have the crunching when you go in to fill in. And I think you guys get to look at all my different pens and placers. This one's a mess. Talk about not being neat. This was the culprit for today's tip. Was the Diamond Art Club. I just put too much putty in. It wasn't the multi-placer. It was me. It was me. Like Taylor says. Just dropped one. There we go. I'm going to need more of these. So this is the circle. Can you tell I watched like 40 episodes of Bridgerton yesterday? Got my little silver spoon out. I went on a journey through my city where the boutique is. It's a very touristy part of the city. Not so much, not where the Liberty Bell is or Betsy Ross's house or Ben Franklin's print shop. That's down towards Old City where the graveyards are and all that. But I did go to the Van Rensselaer mansion, which is now in Anthropologie. And I was showing you guys, if you're interested, it's my walk through my city. That's what it's called. And I had that whole story. I think when I had moved into that area, because I showed you guys right down the street was my restaurant, that's a very historic part of the area also. There's a lot of historic homes in that area that are still functional. They're businesses now. But the story that I heard was not Van Rensselaer. It was Van Wexler. Now, somebody may have had their houses. I have to look that up. Confused when I got that information. And the story that I heard was that the heiress to the Pear, P-E-A-R, soap company lived in that home, and that Van Wexler, scooped her up, married her, and because it was her husband, the mansion was changed to his name. Well, I had that story all wrong, even though it was a widow. It was the Van Rensselaer mansion was actually she was a widow, but I don't know if her maiden name was Drexel or her married name. I think it was Fell, but she was widowed, and then Van Rensselaer married her. And so I got involved in this story this morning, you guys. That's what I did this morning with my first cup of coffee. I went on a little history jaunt through that mansion. Okay, let me use this end. So pretty. This end? Okay. So here we have it. We have our black, brown filled in. I missed one right here. And this is what I love about these trays. Well, I don't have to go scurrying in my tray looking for the container and making all that racket, because again, this is a very meditative process. And whether I'm diamond painting for you or for myself, I like maybe a little music, maybe having a cup of coffee while I'm diamond painting. I like being in a very calm and very mellow state when I'm diamond painting. So you can see I have my black brown in. So here's my little island, and now I'm going to start filling in my little ocean. And I'm looking to see, if you just look around, if you were walking around this island, it's interesting because I call that arrow a backup, but it is what is hugging the border on most of this area here. So it's either the flowers or the arrow. I'm so surprised because this arrow usually comes in at the end, but let's do it because it's such a pretty blue. And this isn't, this area, the area of shading is usually brown and black, brown and gray. So let's put that beautiful purple in. Oh no, this is like a deep royal blue. Or is it a blue purple? Oh no, it's a deep purple, very deep, like almost like an eggplant color. I'm going to use my little tray here. I'm still going to mark this. Oh, it's interesting using these trays, isn't it? I'm still going to mark this so that I know I am using upside down you. That's what I'm using, this guy. Okay. And so if I'm only going to keep my eye actually where this black brown is. So that's all I have to do. I saw a little gap in there. Oh, so interesting. I guess because we're coming into, I think that this might be the ribbon that's in her hair. I'm going to pop the picture up too, and I'm going to circle the area that we're working on. So I'm just hugging where I was, looking for the arrow pointing towards the left, or is it your right? I'm upside down. I actually do think that I diamond paint faster, again, because I'm saving time. I'm saving my eyes looking around for things. And, when I used to do confetti before, trying to find my way out of it, it was very frustrating. I really did not like it. And you can tell, like, I'm not working a 10 by 10 square either. I'm working a very small section. I take a piece of release paper and I fold it in half, and I fold it in half again, and I fold it in half again, so that I come up with a square that is two inches by 3 inches. If it was 2 inches by 3.5 inches, it would be the size of a business card, but it's 2 by 3. So yeah, in fact, I had a business card on my desk. So when I would do confetti, and I would be, you come to your sectioning off your canvas with washi tape or however you do it, but you have a 10 centimeter by 10 centimeter or a 4 inch by 4 inch square that you're working, and it would just be so overwhelming to me, even if I was just looking for the black. You know how many times I would have to go back and open up the container again. Oh, I missed it here. And this is all that I feel as though I've eliminated. And I just wanted to find a way to do this where it was fun for me, easy for me, and then share it with you. So I think I have all my arrows filled in. So now here's my island. It's starting to expand. And I could see that the next thing that I'm going to do is, at least in this section, the flowers. These ones that got away up here, it seems to be the Y's, but I'm going to do the flowers next. So just move my tray over. Where are you, flower? Here you are. No putting the drills back. finding a flower. Yeah. I love it. I love this way of diamond painting. It has made me so calm, so relaxed. I just feel like with a little bit of a setup, and this setup did not take me long at all, a little bit of a setup, and I am on my way. Diamond painting, and not only just diamond painting, relaxing, enjoying the process, being excited that I feel like, oh wow, I'm really blowing through this little confetti area over here. And I need some more something here. Let's switch to a putty. I have a putty in this single placer. Let's switch to a little pop. And you could tell the difference with different diamond painting pens. This is a little bit heavier, and you hear that little crunch going in. You hear more of a crunch with, I think, a heavier pen. I love this painting too. If I didn't tell you, this painting is by Dreamer Designs, custom. This is my second custom from Dreamer Design, and I absolutely love it. This was an artist that I found on the public domain called Paul Francois Quinzac, and there's not a lot of information on him. I was able to find something between 25 and 30 paintings of his. And there's a few that I would love to see as diamond paintings, especially the allegorical ones. Allegory of music, allegory of art. Very, very pretty. I think allegory of art would be very confetti heavy, but you know what? I'm not afraid anymore. I'm not scared, y'all. Not afraid of confetti. It's not stressing me out. My shoulders are not in my ears like they were. So now I had these little paint splatters say, right? The artist is painting. This was a painting. And I'm going to look up here. And yes, there are a few hugging this little paint, more little paint splatters, let's just say. So I'm very excited for this. And then tomorrow is what, Wednesday? I do Lady in Gold. So let's see. I'm done. No more. Oh, here's one. Little baby. And then now, if I'm looking, here they are. Here's the Y's. They're all along the edges of the island. So where are you? Here you are. I think I'm going to need a little bit more in there than that. When I was looking at the Van Rensselaer mansion yesterday in Philadelphia where I was staying, I was, of course, thinking about Bridgerton because it's a very gilded estate, and there were now, I'm not sure if they're still there. That's really what I went on the hunt for this morning, was looking for. They had these the ceiling in the Van Rensselaer mansion had these cartouche paintings, like these oval frames all along the ceiling, and they were gold gilded, and I went looking for the ceiling and I couldn't see it. I'm like, do not even tell me that they took those down. And really, I can't find any other information. It seems like somebody wrote an article about this estate when it was up for sale. I think it went for 35 million, I think. And Anthropology rents it, but this is what moved me out of my space. I was there in 1997, and from the moment that I moved in, they were trying to redevelop the area, which is historic. And the businesses that were on my block had leases that once they were up, they moved everybody out. I had a long lease. They had to buy me out. And you know, I had a courtyard. It was attached to the Van Rensselaer mansion, but I was renting it. And Anthropology did move in after. So it's a beautiful courtyard. I loved that courtyard. I tried to find out information on it, and then when they wanted to redevelop the area, I'm like, you can't take this courtyard down. This building is over 100 years old. But like I said to someone that I was answering this morning, I think it was Gabrielle, she had watched the film on my little, you know, walk through Philly, and I was like, you know, I did a lot with it, you know, and records go missing. It just makes me ill. And the information that I found out today, because I'm going to do another segment on all this, maybe for a Throwback Thursday. You know what I was finding out in the I can't even say the word, the renovations that they did in this mansion. It just makes me want to cry. It makes me want to cry. Leave it alone. There's history here. There was nothing, it wasn't like it had to be changed or repaired. It was all for your aesthetic. I see it every day here in Philly. I have an old Philadelphia house. My son is in it. My son lives there. And, you know, when I see people like his age in their 30s and all, they come in and they rip up like hardwood floors with parquet trim, and I can't imagine what's going on, you know, but these are the things that I don't consider moving forward. You know, there's just so much beauty and workmanship that you just don't see anymore like this. Oh my gosh, my heart is hurting right now. So it's like this beautiful Beauty in Violet. You know, I don't know how many people know this painting. I found it in the public domain, and I'm trying to find out some things about the artist, because I like to tell you guys, you know, about the artist too, to teach about the artist. He was known more as a professor than he was a painter. And I believe that this is the mythological Diana. I think that this is Diana, because the Sotheby is actually, I think this was up for auction, said that this is called Beauty in Violet and also known as Diana. And then when I blew the picture up, because I was like, Diana, and I went and blew the picture up, and I could see where she has like a chest plate on. I belong to art.com, where you can get high resolution for paintings. And when I blew it up, like really blew it up, I'm like, oh my God, she has like a chest plate on. This must be Diana. It's really pretty too. I think we went through this area of shade rather quickly. So quickly. And last but not least is my H or I, however you want to see it, but not last, but last in the shade groups. The brown pen that I got from TEMU. I love this pen too. It's very pretty, very light. Do a little patchwork over here. And then it's is it the less than symbol? I think greater than points to the left and less than points to the right. I don't know. I hated math in school. Hated it. Elisa, shake your tray. Are you in this much of a rush to diamond paint that you can't shake your drills? Yeah, I hated math in school. Oh, I hated math and I hated science. I would have been interested in history if they told me anything worthwhile, but they really didn't. How about teaching us about the city that we live in? You know, I mean, talk about history. Holy cow. I think that's what history should involve. Teach about the city and state that your pupils live in. H's are all done, and so now I have these symbols that are going this way. And that's the other one right there. I have another purple tray. Skip the spoon. Mark it so I don't get confused. Shake it. You have time to shake your drills, even though Foofy is still tapping me. I don't know if he's tapping me because he wants me or he's tapping me because he wants me to get up from the chair. This is something new now. He thinks that this chair is his chair and I should vacate it. I'm going to go right up to the line here. I'm going to pick this up too. Now, Foofy had my tweezer because my husband gives it to him and he thinks that that's his too because it has a little cat on it. Okay, I'm going to pick this up because sometimes I like just getting a couple of drills over here while I'm working the edge. Because if you're diamond painting right up to your edge and then you take this off and then you see where your drills cure. So if you're not going right into the next section, I picked this up just to see if there's a few that I can put in there so that I don't have like a demarcation line. You notice that sometimes I didn't even use this to fill up. Oh, I see a Y. So I'm going to reach over and grab a Y right here. And go back, keep filling in. Oops. These are not the, if these didn't come with the kit and they were out, I would not be using these right now because I have more of these little trays. I'm buying them like crazy. I have the purple ones and I have the blue ones, but my blue ones have my woman in gold in them. I like my skinny pen for an area this tight here. Once again, I'm seeing where I can add a few in over here so I don't have a demarcation line. And then, of course, there's some blank spaces here where the shading is, and so these are like just little minor little drills. That's it. I have like a few of these going this way. Where are you? Here we go. Yep. And so I could just pull them right out of here. My little dryer sheet is in there, but probably from when I think I remember kitting up for this kit, and they were kind of staticky, and I believe that that was because it was so, do you guys notice with the weather, if it's very hot or very rainy, very cold, that your drills actually react to all of that? And then another one, there's like a couple of the bow ties. There's like 2 or 3. And then, you guys, we're moving into the light area. There's not even any up above. And then one last color, which is the bracket. There we go. But I would want to put you in a tray. Here, I'm going to take my big tray here. Oh, that's such a pretty color. Okay, I'm really cheating now. You can just get carried away. Okay, I want to put you back. We're moving into our light area, which is her face, and I am going to clean these trays out, and I am going to do the setup with you. Put my wax away, and I don't know if I told you that along with that TEMU pen came this whole little container of wax here too. So would you believe that I have 4 containers that are going to be my light and another 4 in that one little section? Okay. So I'm going to start with C. Right here, this ball of light. So much neater to just to pick this up and pop these in here all together. One extra. That's enough. It's a nice little surprise when you take that off too, if you don't go back to your diamond painting right away. C, I believe, is done. I'll put you over on the side here. Got a lot of stuff on my desk. Usually don't have this much stuff. Okay. And then I'm going to go with the M. I have to get rid of this 6 right here. I'm such a Virgo. It's only one little drill. There we go. You're done. I'm going to go with the M that's riding the border here, or W. I didn't even see this. I didn't even see what. Oh, that's an E. I didn't even see this 2 little T's over here until I just put these in. But then I had pulled out to do E next because that's riding the edge. There are 3 little T's in there. I think the shading is a lot easier than the light. at times. Maybe because they're printed in white and these are printed in black, and they're not that hard to see, but it's just maybe a little bit easier because they're light. Let me see any E's over here, a couple. One here, none along the border, okay. Here's another E, and there's some here. And then the next color that I pulled out were the arrows because I saw them hugging the E. Arrow. Oh gosh, that's a check mark. There really was a lot of little accents in this one, huh? I never thought I would get my confetti done so relaxed, let alone venture into another section of it and, you know, just be so relaxed about it. And so now I just have these like accent, you know, that I thought were like just an accent here. So I'm going to, that's a little check mark. I'm going to move this here. I'm going to grab my other tray here, and I see like there's a few T's, so let me get those out of the way. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and now what is hugging my border here? T, but in a darker shade. It's like 4. And then I see the P. How to get this pen? Oh, this is going to be too fat, I think. I don't really like that. Okay, here. Told you guys I have a lot of paint pens out. I'm like Goldilocks. This one's too hard. This one's too soft. This one's just right. And my 3 bears are my pens. All my P's are done. Then all I have left are the little minus signs. Okay, and then these two that got away from these 2 little check marks here. Yeah. I didn't see them. How do you like this method? You are a true diamond painter. You're painting your canvas. You're enjoying your craft. That's my cat. I was like, you're enjoying your craft like a true painter. You have a painter mentality now. Sketch, paint, shade, light. Oh, I love it. I love it. I'm going to continue to diamond paint. I'm going to put my stuff away. You can hang out with me while I do that. So any one that I used, these are my shade colors. These are like the usual suspects, like we said in the beginning. Where's my hand? Here we go. There we go. The usual suspects. I'm just going to keep them together. And then these are the ones that I just used, which are the light. So I'm going to stick them all together. Wow, got a little accent right here. Stick them all together. I got my fingertip moistener for when I drop any drills, I can pick them up. I'll put these guys away. Well, actually, I just put them away and didn't put them back. Now, all my pens, but I'm just showing you guys what I'm going to be doing because I am going to continue with this. I haven't really spent time with her that I would like to spend with her. Always something to learn every single time that you are diamond painting. Let me know how you like these pens, if you're going to try them. And let's take a look at this beauty. I'm going to pull these off. When you come back next week, if you come back for more confetti chaos, I believe that her face is going to be done. I'll probably get done this like in an hour. This section right here, throw a load of clothes in the laundry, and take a break, throw them in the dryer, take a break, fold them, and I'll be done. I don't know why my laundry coincides with my diamond painting, but it does. But look at it. It just reminds me of just a beautiful portrait, a beautiful oil painting. This right here, for a minute when I looked up, it looked like a cloud. So I'm dying to see her face. And then when you guys come back, we have these islands of light. I don't know if you can see them. We've been starting out with shade, 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 shade because we were working the hair. But, you know, when we come into this section, which is the sky and the crescent moon is behind her. This is the crescent moon. And it comes out through her head. So we're going to be working our light next time that we come back. We're going to be, you can see these little islands of light here, 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 here. And then we'll be working around them. And then, you know, of course, the rest of her face, if I don't venture into that. And again, she's almost done. Usually what I do is I work the side here for my own diamond painting pleasure. I work these sides here. So if I get done this section here that we just left off at, and I want to continue, I'll do this side here. But I think I may have saved this for you guys too, because it's another really maybe juicy area, yeah, for confetti. That's why I didn't go any further there. That's it. I didn't put a calendar up this week because I couldn't get my mind straight. So Wednesday, Woman in Gold. Thursday, Throwback. I don't know what you guys want to see. Probably Rico. Friday's a freestyle day. Saturday, I craft with my diamond paint with my members. So if you're interested in becoming a member, please subscribe to the channel. And, you know, I don't know much about analytics. I don't know like when I should upload and how many people are watching and all that. It's just like, again, you know, it's chaos. It really is chaos. If you are on YouTube and you look at the analytics, I'm sure for some of you it's very easy, but for me, it's just like, all I see is like ants running across. But I did see where 58% of people that watch me don't subscribe. Please subscribe. What a cherry on top. Please subscribe to my channel. It helps the algorithm. When you comment, it helps the algorithm. And I love that this little tutorial class, whatever you want to call it, that I developed from my own experience in painting, that I would just love for more people to find that common piece that we've found. Hopefully you found here with me diamond painting confetti. So please subscribe. And I will see you tomorrow for Women in Gold, right? Yep, today's Tuesday. I'm all confused. I went away for one day and my mind is like, anyway, see you tomorrow. Love you guys. Bye.